Canelo Alvarez.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. So here we go. Should be a good one. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That counter shot lands. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punching, they're watching you every move, that every switch.
Nice counter shot. Can't land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if...
Here we go. It's round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. A straight right just misses. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchanged punches. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Trying to land that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep it...
On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two fighters are made for one another. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Tried to score with a jab. A straight right just misses. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
A perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? Jab misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round. Now relax, relax.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through power shot.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about...
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punching. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well done with that counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. They miss with the jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter punch caught him clean. These two were made for each other. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is a high-octane battle. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Good counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the...
I like that round. Good work. Good work, guys.
There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't want to trade shots. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Got him there. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
He scores with the counter. A straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Nice punch. Uppercut just missed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
There's the bell to start round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Hey, those punches add up. A perfect counter shot. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Nice counter punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They are giving us a high-tempo show. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges...
Be smart when you get out there.
Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for... Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.